Hello everybody. Today I'm going to teach you a little bit about mini pigs. I'm not a mini pig expert and I don't know a lot about them other than I do have a couple of them, and they are pets. They are not food. Go round, round. Good boy. Okay, it looks like Hamilton has found a dandelion weed to eat. He seems to be enjoying it. Now Hamilton is more food aggressive than I think Daisy is. He will eat just about anything that you put in front of him. Where Daisy is a little bit more picky. She doesn't like a lot of vegetables. She likes carrots. But she won't eat like lettuce or kale, stuff like that. But she'll eat carrots, bananas, oranges. We have them on a mini pig diet. We feed them the mini pig feed that we get from Tractor Supply. And that's a well-balanced diet for them. You feed them X amount a day, you know, depending on their weight and size. And Hamilton is not too big. Like I said, I said earlier he's probably about 4 months old, I think, right now. Maybe a little bit older, but not much. He's pretty unique. I like his colorings. Now, he is a African Guinea mixed with a Julian pig. We met his parents and siblings, and they were pretty small. So we're figuring that Hamilton is going to stay probably about 40 to 60 pounds, maybe. We don't think he's going to get nearly as big as Daisy did. There's a reason that we call her Cray Cray, because she can be pretty crazy sometimes. Now, Daisy is a micro pig, mini pig, not micro pig. She was advertised as a mini pig. The breeder was not deceiving. She is rather large. We figured she was going to get about 60 pounds. I think she's about 120 right now. She is... Here, Daisy. Here. No, over here. She's one of a kind. Oh, she wants to bite me. She's not really biting me. She's just nudging me, like... She's biting me a little bit, but not too bad. She's quite silly. We did meet Daisy's uncle, and he was probably about maybe 60 to 80. She might not be quite 125, but she's got to be pushing 100 pounds. And that's mostly our fault because we were not feeding her the proper diet. We were overfeeding her. We would feed her our leftover breakfast, like pancakes and stuff like that. We would feed her just about anything, except for meat products. We wouldn't want to have her have any meat, but like our corn on the cob and stuff like that. So we really overfed her when she was younger. But now she's pretty much on a pretty good diet. We don't feed her that stuff. It was our mistake. It was our fault that she got so big. So... like I said, she's been on the diet. She's on the mini pig feed. That's mostly all she gets. She will get snacks, but they're healthier snacks. She'll get an apple. She'll get a banana, or she'll get some carrots. and stuff like that. Nothing that's really bad for her, but I know some of the fruits could be high on sugar, but she doesn't really like vegetables. Daisy's running down the driveway. And she is a troublemaker. You seen her she was just here with me, and now she bolted for the driveway. She never strays far. She always stays right in the yard here if she ever gets out or if we let her out. One time the neighbor did find her in the street, and it was at night, but we got her back. So let's talk about the misconception of mini pigs. The term teacup pig is something that a breeder will use to sell the animal. They give you the impression that the animal's going to stay small. You know, teacup. If you call something a teacup-sized dog, you think that, oh, it's just a little chihuahua, a little tiny teacup chihuahua. Or micro pig. Yeah, it's tiny. Well, they're not tiny. And teacup and micro are terms that the breeders use to sell these animals. It's misleading and misconceiving. But, like I said, you just have to do your homework. We actually introduce them because I'm pretty sure that they're going to fight and duke it out so they can establish their hierarchy. I don't want to see them fight, and it will probably be broken up. But we have to eventually let them get along. And eventually they will. They'll get along like family members. They're going to be brother and sister. We're not breeding them. Daisy gets along with the chickens. She tries to intimidate the other dogs, though. We have some smaller dogs that run around here sometimes. She'll try to intimidate them. She doesn't really mess with the chickens too much. I think it's because she knows that she's way bigger than them. She goes and hangs out with the goats a little bit. She never has tried anything with them, but she's never been in the same pen as the goats. The same as Hamilton has been in their pen. But, you know, they don't mind Hamilton being there. They every once in a while, Hamilton will maybe try to snip at them, but not too bad. So they get along pretty good for the time being, and we'll see what happens with Daisy and Hamilton when we put them together. I'm not going to let them fight it out to where they draw blood. I'm hoping it won't come to that. I'm hoping that they'll go their few rounds and it'll be established right away. What else can I tell you about mini pigs? They can get anywhere, people say they get between 60 pounds to 200 pounds. I don't think our pigs are going to get that big. They say they stop growing after 4 years, but you can manage their growth without starving them. Some people do have mini pigs that they claim are mini pigs, but they should be bigger. They just keep them on a really strict diet, and I don't think that's right. I mean, you should let them eat till they're somewhat full, but pigs, they will keep on eating and eating, and they do not know when to stop. For example, the other night I had fed Hamilton, but somebody else had already fed him, and I did not realize it because we were out of town and he was already fed when we got back. But I fed him when we got home, and he just gobbled it right up. And then he was sitting on my lap a few minutes later, and I was petting him, and he threw up all over me because he ate too much, and it was gross. It was really gross. So pigs will just keep on eating and eating, and they'll gorge themselves. So you got to keep an eye on that. They are pigs. They are smart. They are very smart animals. They say they're like the fourth smartest animal around. They do know tricks, like you saw Hamilton doing some tricks, and Daisy also knows, she knows how to sit, but she can, notorious for getting out of her pen. So I had to reinforce it. Every time she got out, I had to figure out, I'd watch her, see where she was getting out, and then work on that. But she's still trying to get out, even after I reinforced her pen. She still tries and tries and tries and tries to get out. They get bored easily, so they got to be entertained. That was another reason why we got Hamilton to be a roommate with Daisy, because I thought that might help entertain Daisy, and she won't want to try to break out as much. She won't spend as much time trying to get out. But now maybe she'll have a partner in crime, and she'll try to break out even more. The two of them will get out. Usually when Daisy gets out, she goes right for the food bin in the garage. I usually know where to find her, but I had her out with me today, and she ran off, so we'll go see if we can find her. I have a feeling she might be over. She might be over by Hamilton, over by the goats. trying to bite my legs. But let's see if she'll chase me a little bit. Come on, Hemi. Come on, Daisy. 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 Silly. Come on, Daisy. Now, you see her nipping at me. She's not really biting me. She's just nipping at me. It doesn't hurt. Say hi to everybody. Say hi. Say hi, Daisy. Say hi to everybody. See the camera? Say hi. Come on, Daisy. Now, Daisy, pigs have coarse hair. It could be short or it could be long. I think hers is a mix of medium. She gets a little puffed up. Right now she's trying to, she's looking at the tree. Daisy! Oh, another thing about mini pigs, you gotta take care of their hooves. They need to be, we hadn't had to do Daisy or Hamilton's yet, but pretty soon we're gonna have to do hers. I don't know how we're gonna do it. A lot of treats, I guess. A good treat for them is Cheerios. They like Cheerios a lot, and it's pretty good for them. It's not a bad treat. Alright, I'm hoping that you enjoyed today's video. And I'm hoping that you learned a little bit about mini pigs. I'm hoping that you realize the difference between mini pig, micro pig, and teacup pig. Thank you for watching our video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope I taught you a little something. Like I said, I don't know everything about them. But thanks for watching. You have a great day.